For this holiday season, I had two main expectations. The first was for VR in Microsoft Flight Simulator, which we know is a deliverable, and the second was for me to get my hands on a copy of Deadstick Bush Flight Simulator. I first saw a demo of this in 2018 at the Cosford Air Show, and at the same show in 2019 I was able to spend a little bit of time with the pre-alpha. Earlier this year I released this video which gave us an update, and you may remember this intro. Hello and welcome to the SimHanger. My name's Mark, the SimHanger, for all things flight sim related. So, is Deadstick Bush Flight Simulator dead? Well, I'm happy to report, no it's not. The Remex team have spent quite a bit of time this year redeveloping and enhancing the tools used for world creation. In addition, they've totally rewritten the weather engine and substantially enhanced the career mode within the program. Chris Cheetham, the head of Remex, recently issued a development update. So, let's hear from Chris.
Hello everyone and welcome to Flight Log 4. Let's jump right in. We've made the difficult decision to delay the Deadstick closed beta because it just isn't there yet. We know this isn't the news you hoped for and we're equally disappointed we can't share it with you just yet. But we really want you to experience it when it feels more complete and will be more enjoyable. Although development is taking longer than expected, we're proud of the progress we've made this year and want to share an insight behind the scenes into just what has been accomplished. A flight simulator isn't much without a world to fly in, and it quickly became apparent that trying to develop an environment to the scale and fidelity we had envisaged was going to be no easy task. The off-the-shelf tools we relied on in the early days were simply not up to the job. As such, we set about creating Sticks and Stones. Stones is our terrain building tool, custom built from the ground up to allow us to take real-world terrain features and composite them together to form a realistic and plausible environment. With Stones, our whole map can be edited in real time, allowing our artists to transform, blend and scale terrain features instantly, quickly carving out beautiful and detailed vistas. There has been one huge area missing from Stones, however, which was the ability to create rivers and coastlines. These were previously painstakingly hand-painted by our artists in third-party photo editing software, requiring them to agonize over specific pixel values to ensure they would blend nicely into our terrain. This was slow, error-prone, and often unrealistic. Another approach was needed, which would still give us the natural and chaotic results of hand-painting, but without the difficulty that came when manually blending into the terrain. And so we set about making our new river node tool. Now, as with terrain nodes, river sections can be quickly generated, manipulated and blended onto our terrain directly. Work hasn't stopped there, however. Many improvements have been made to Sticks, our procedural generation tool, and now any terrain changes can be quickly textured and populated with vegetation and foliage based on procedural rules defined by our artists. The results you see here show Sticks in action. None of the textures you see are hand-painted and none of the foliage has been hand-placed. This has all been procedurally generated, allowing our artists to focus on carving out the man-made elements of the terrain and leaving Sticks to the job of creating our base environments. What's more, these tools are entirely modular and standalone, allowing us to quickly experiment with adding new islands and biomes and explore entirely new world regions and locations altogether. One of the biggest areas of recent focus has been the complete rewrite of our underlying weather engine. If you want to class Deadstick as a game, we have always maintained that the weather is the enemy, and for that we realized that we needed a more formidable opponent. To achieve this, we decided to undertake a task that I believe no other flight simulator has attempted, to actually simulate, or rather approximate, pressure, temperature, humidity, and several other key weather variables in real time to create a truly dynamic weather model. The footage you see shows the first steps of this system in action. This is a debug view of weather being simulated live in our world, with pressure, cloud cover, precipitation and temperature all being generated in real time. The previous work has not all been lost, however, and we've been able to use our old statistical model to quickly validate the new weather system and ensure it's giving plausible results. Now, when you fly in Deadstick, you will truly have to be aware of the weather as it evolves around you and plan and adapt to any changes it may throw at you. Whilst delivering cargo may be bread and butter for a bush pilot, there is a lot more we have in store for our future Deadstick players, and the most recent of these is our new locate job type. Equipped with a camera, players can choose to take on locate jobs where they'll be required to locate, photograph, inspect, or find a variety of different objectives. I've often felt that combat flight sims offer some of the best moment-to-moment gameplay with regards to their mission systems, and we've tried to lean heavily on those with our locate jobs. These have been a real highlight to develop and test, and I'm excited to share more about them in the future and the unique challenges they can present to your flying. Notice boards are another new addition to the sim, which can be found at most airports. These provide an opportunity for players to place adverts in an attempt to find more work, take on any small jobs which may be advertised, and occasionally find the odd used upgrade items for sale at a bargain price. A must check when visiting new airfields. What's more, these notices are now visible in multiplayer, and you'll be able to see other players' adverts as you fly around the island, giving you a small insight into the competition. It has been a long and busy year, but we hope you enjoy what is just a glimpse of our recent development efforts, and I look forward to sharing much more with you in the new year. I truly believe there has never been a better time to be a flight simmer, and Deadstick presents us with a unique opportunity to provide an entirely new take on the genre. Rest assured, we're working flat out to make that a reality and get it in your hands as soon as possible. Thank you.
None of us want to see a product hit the market that's not ready for release. And I remain as keen as excited about Deadstick Bush Flight Simulator as I have been in the past. Are you? Let me know in the comments below. The only thing I'd say to the Remex team is, come on guys, we've got to see this in 2021. Don't miss the bus. No pressure then, Chris. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you found this useful and informative. Take care, stay safe. See you again soon, and bye for now.